What's up guys, I'm back with another vlog for you, and today you might be assuming why am I sitting in this kind of an environment. So thought of doing something different and thought of doing a video on a different place. So I chose the BU Bandari, the Volkswagen and the Triumph showroom, and we have here the Triumph Trident 660. Now many of you might have seen this bike, but I wanted to share some information about the bike, how it performs and how exactly it is. My small review towards the bike, because I have taken a test ride of this bike in the past. I got a chance to ride this, and today again I'll be talking about this bike, how it feels, how the bike is and how it performs. So I will just share you few information about the specification of the bike, and then we can move along. So guys, I'm really sorry about the noise, as there is no place where I can shoot. There's no quiet environment. Apologize for that, but I'll try to make sure this video is in a better way. So talking about the engine over here, the engine is completely derived from the older Street Triple, that is the 675. The materials used are completely new, but it is kind of derived from the older version. Everything is new on this bike. The whole engine is completely new. Now this is a Trident 660. It's a triple engine, liquid cool, and this engines, it's really nice. Now the way this bike looks is really sweet. It has its own sweet spots, and until unless you ride this bike you won't understand this. The maximum torque on this bike is around 64 Newton meters of torque at 6,400 RPM or 6,200 RPM approximately. And the BHP this bike gives is around 80 BHP. Now there are a lot of other companies, Yamaha's MT-07, which gives around 70 BHP. So moving along, I've just changed the position. Reason being, the weather is not that good today. It's raining. As you can see, the bike is really dirty. But thought of changing the position may give you a better view of the bike. Okay, so moving along. So we have Showa, as you can see, Showa over here. Showa suspension at the front and at the rear as well. Now, sorry about that, too much of noise. Yeah, as I mentioned, Showa at the front and at the rear. So the preload is adjustable at the rear. It's a monoshock, and the front is upside down fork over here, as you can see. This provides a good stability, and I like this kind of a suspension, and especially from Showa. And moving along with the disc, the disc that is provided is by Nissan, front and rear. It's a 310 millimeter at the front and a 250 millimeter at the rear. Now the braking on this on the Trident is really nice, but to be honest, Triumph doesn't compromise with any vehicle that they launch. They don't compromise the safety features, the premiumness on their bike, no matter what kind of a bike they launch. It's a bigger cc bike or a smaller cc like this. So the brakes on this is really good. It has a good stopping power. Now looking at this bike, as I mentioned, it doesn't look that big, but as soon as you whack the throttle, it's completely to a different level altogether. You can cruise at a smaller speed and you can cruise at a higher speed as well. The bike is really stable, and I'm telling you with my own experience, not by just understanding by what people say. I'm telling you how the bike is. It's really good. And this brakes, the suspension, the comfortability with this kind of a broad I can't say broad, but a standard handlebar, which is really nice, very comfortable to joyride, and you can cruise for a very long distance. The riding posture on this bike is really nice. It's not aggressive. It's the bike which is kind of a retro bike in a modern age. This whole pack makes the bike really more agile. Moving along to the rear part. So at the rear part, the wheels, talking about the wheels, we have 17 inches of wheels at the front and the rear, and we have been provided with Michelin road tires, which is really nice. Now you can't take this, you can take this off-road, and the tires supports the off-road as well in a very good way. We had a small ride in last week, and a lot of my friends have gone with their own bike, the Trident, which they own it now, and they have gone through the dirtiest terrain that I can say, and slippery roads, and the tires were really phenomenal. It did not make them feel that the bike is about to lose the traction. Now that's the reason why this bike is so beautiful. As I mentioned, the brake, the suspension, the handlebars, and the engine performance, the way it performs at the lower speed and at a higher speed, and the contact of the bike to the road, the tires, which I mean to say, is really good. The seat height is 805 mm, and the one thing that I did not like is the exhaust. Now it is good, but the only thing is that we still don't have an aftermarket exhaust for this. Neither the Triumph has showcased any aftermarket products, especially for the Trident, for the exhaust part. So just waiting for it. I know there are a lot of other modifying companies who modifies and builds exhaust. Soon they will come up with something for this one as well. So let's just not waste any time and hop on the bike and take the bike for a short spin. So guys, now we are on the Trident 660 from Triumph, and it seems that the rain has stopped. I will go for a short spin and share you my experience once again with this bike. Okay, that's a beautiful cluster that we have, the tachometer. Let me close my vent. Okay, that's all good. Perfect. Praise the Lord. Whoa, that is nice. Sweet. Okay, so the ABS has been initiated. So as you can see, such a beautiful tachometer that we have, a very beautiful one. It is small. The way they have designed it, it's phenomenal. It's a circular tachometer with all the information. The color grading that it has been done on this, very nice. There are a lot of accessories that you can buy. So you can buy the Bluetooth console on this. That's, you have to pay 20k extra to get the navigation, and you can connect your GoPro to this Trident 660 on this tachometer. It has all these options, but you have to buy separately. Whoa, that is phenomenal, man, phenomenal. Now as we are on the same riding route that I usually do when I get the test ride vehicle from Triumph, so at this point of time I'm cruising at 42 kmph, yep, at third gear. And let me tell you, I'm 5'7", and the bike feels like I'm riding a KTM 390 Duke. Now it's very light. Honestly, it's very light. You don't feel like you're riding a bike, and that to a big bike. You're riding a small 200cc bike, not even 390 as well. Okay, we'll take a left turn, use the indicators. Okay, the switches on this bike is really nice, but not as compared to what you get on the high-end bikes. The premiumness is missing on that, but it's fair enough. It's fair enough, to be honest. Now, talking about the fuel capacity. Now, this has a 14-liter tank. Now, it is very good. Now, most of the people will think, oh my god, 14 liters is not that much. Oh, shucks. I guess the cat died. Sorry. Okay. What can we say about that? Alright, as we're talking about the fuel, the 14 liters. Now, this tank capacity, it's in the middle of the KTM 390 Duke that provides 13.5 liter, and the Adventure 390 gives 14.5. So this is 14 liter, and it is pretty good. Now, to get like this kind of a tank on a 660 is really nice, and the way they have designed this part, so you can see a lot of superbike riders, they tend to protect their tank. That includes me as well. So what we do is we make sure we have tank protectors, like the protectors on the side over here, and the tank guard over here, and all those things. We have a tank guard from time over here. That is good. That's there. But you don't need to purchase anything over here because this is made of fiber. And that's the best part is you can, like, for taller riders, you can grab this part very easily, and you can cruise at a higher speed as well. So it is really firm. The way they have designed it is really firm. Now, let me show you something on what do we get on this bike. So there are a few riding modes. Actually, there are only two. Let me toggle that. It's been long that I have used it. Let me just open my visor. Okay, so this is the switch. For modes, you have a M switch over here. You click on that, you see it's a rain mode, and to toggle you can use this joysticks over here. You can go left, right, see road and rain. So you have ABS. You see, I'll show it again. You have ABS and the traction control for the rain. Now if you're on the road, nothing has been mapped up, but you can map. So there are a lot of other things that you can go to the settings. Okay, see, okay, see, ABS. So you have the ABS, and let me engage the road mode now. So to engage the road mode, you just have to get the mode on the road and engage your clutch. That's it, and that's done. Okay, it's done. Now it has traction control for the on this bike, and you have ABS on the front and the rear. Two modes, that's the rain and the road. What else do you expect on a bike like this? There are a lot of other companies, other brands, they don't provide that. In the older version, like the Z900, Kawasaki Z900 did not have all these functions what the 660 is providing. Now, a package like this, it's worth spending money on it. And getting 80 bhp on a 660, it's next to impossible, because you have a CBR 650R, you have the Yamaha MT-07, you have Kawasaki 650. I guess the CBR 650 provides a little bit more than the Trident, but the Yamaha and Kawasaki, and I guess the Suzuki as well, I'm not sure about the Suzuki, but yeah, do they have one 600 segment or 660 segment? I guess it was there in the older version, but not in the latest version, the BS6. I don't know. Okay, let's ignore that. But other bikes, they don't have. And honestly, when you are riding this bike, you feel like, I wish I could have more power. But honestly, if you whack the throttle, Whoa, this bike can zoom across the traffic, and it's very comfortable on the streets, to be honest. It's not like that the other big bikes. You feel a little bit more lethargic to ride and little clumsy when you're riding. You need to be a little bit overprotective so that nobody can scratch, or like you meeting an accident or something like that, and playing with your clutch and brakes most of the time. For this bike you don't feel like, as I said, it's like the 390. It's easy to play and it's a fun to ride. Please don't get fooled by this bike. The way it looks and the way how it performs, it is really nice. You get a lot of accessories for this, and there's an optional what's that, always forget this word, quick shifter. Yes. Sorry about that. The quick shifter is optional. You can add that as an accessory. The slip and assist clutch is there, so you won't have any problem, and you can definitely take this for a long touring purpose. You can tour for a very long distance and you'll not have any kind of fatigue when riding on this bike. That's what I feel. I have gone for a longer ride on this bike and it's nice. And cruising at this speed, 40, 50, the low end torque on this bike is so good that you don't need to play with the clutch or the brake that much. And on the traffic and within the traffic, there's no pain. It's very light, as I said, you're not riding a big bike, you're riding a small bike, a 200cc, not even a 390. This is my opinion, guys. This is my complete opinion. I don't know how you feel, but this is how it is. And this is one of the greatest hits for the Triumph in the smaller segment bike. So there are 4 different colors, and for double tone it's 13,000 extra that you're going to pay, and for a single tone you're paying around 6.95 ex-showroom price, 6.95 lakhs ex-showroom, and for double tone it will be around 7 lakhs 8,000, I guess. And apart from that, the accessories, it's up to you. Whatever you want to add, you get the windscreen over here, a small one. You have radiator guards, you have the underbelly cover, the Bluetooth console, the GPS console, that's 20,000 K, and I guess yeah, the tank pad over here, and I guess that's it, or maybe some more. But you can check it out on the Triumph website, and or visit to the nearest Triumph showroom and check with them. They will help you. And I can tell you, by buying this bike, you will never regret. It's one of a kind and the best value for money. So guys, if you did like my video, would love your feedback, your response, and you can subscribe to my channel, hit a like, and please do comment. And you can follow me on Instagram, that is r_NISHI7. And if you have anything that you want to say, please do feel free to comment and let me know. We'll love to reply you back ASAP. Thank you. Bye. Take care. God bless. Stay safe and ride safe.